everyone, this is Sir Alexander with another Starcraft 2 battle report. This is between Ironwalker and Jade Drax, I think. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce his name. Otherwise known with their Starcraft 2 usernames as MagusT, who is in the bottom left as the light blue Terran, and Tycho, who's in the top right as the blue Protoss. So this will be Tycho's first tournament with the RPG.net forums. This is the third RPG.net Starcraft 2 VGO tournament. For any of y'all who don't know. So I'm going to speed this up for the early game, because usually the games aren't too interesting in the early game when there's not much for me to talk about. As this is Tycho's first game, these two players have never met each other before on the battlefield. So there's just not a lot to talk about. If they had met before, we could talk about previous matchups and whatnot. So Rax is going up, standard build. The real question is whether we see a Geyser going up immediately, or whether he waits and is going to put up a second Rax and a orbital command. Actually, I think that'd probably be pretty dumb, so he's just doing a refinery like normal standard Terran play. I guess, I'm sorry, the real question is whether he puts up two refineries and goes straight for a factory. These two guys, the scouts, go in. The probe will make it in before the first Marine comes out. That first Marine just starting now out, and this probe will go into the backfield to put down a proxy pylon. Always a wise move. So doubtless we're going to see a 4-gate out of Tycho if he's going to put down the proxy pylon. But the probe was chased out by that SCV who did scout it like a good little SCV, so he gets a free martini or something. The Cybernetic score is going up, and another gateway. Probe production is coming out somewhat slow for Tycho. He's not chrono boosting it. MagusT looks like he's behind two SCVs, actually. I guess Tycho must have been chrono boosting earlier. But MagusT does have 3 Marines out who are looking pretty aggressive here, because we still don't have the first Zealot out. He might have been able to do some damage with those 3 Marines, but no, a Stalker's coming out, and I don't know whether one Stalker can beat 3 Marines. Anyways, we have a Sentry coming out, so he skipped that first Zealot and just went straight for a probe who is opting to stand here rather than at the zone like a watchtower. I wonder whether that was a deliberate choice or just a mistake. Anyways, he started to research combat shields and then canceled it and went for stim packs. Wait. Oh, wait, no, he must have just... Yeah, he did. Never mind. He does have a Ghost out. He already has a Ghost Academy? Wow. Speedy Ghost coming. So he must like Ghost then or something. I hope we see a factory so we can see a nuke action, because I love nukes. I mean, who on earth doesn't? Or just cloaking. If he gets cloaking, he could win this game, like, right here. Well, actually, I guess that wouldn't win you it, because... Oh, let me slow you down. A single Ghost wouldn't, because his shields will... Because he takes energy to be cloaked, and that would run out fairly fast. So this game looks like it could go pretty one-sided. Either his Ghosts are going to own the battlefield or get owned in return. They do have EMP round, though, which cancels all of their shields, so it pretty much cuts most Protoss units to half health. But oh dear, there's a proxy pylon down here, and his army is just moving off. He needs to put up that, and he's just going for an expansion. He needs to put up that supply depot immediately. A force field goes down, so the supply depot cannot go up, and units can't go out, and this supply depot is going to go down. And oh dear, his units are forced to return to their base, but Tycho is pulling back. I don't know why Tycho pulled back. He probably could have pressed in and won. And now doubtless MagusT is going to go take down that proxy pylon. I'm not exactly sure why Tycho's pulled back. One Zealot goes down, there goes the other one. EMP goes down, and all of these Stalkers are going to be down their shields, meaning they will go down so fast to those Stim Marauders. Stim Marauders against Stalkers with no shield, that's not even a fight. That should be illegal. Anyways, these will be moving off. Still no cloaking, so I guess he's just getting them for the EMP. Very, very good move. So this is an interesting build here, and I really like it. Looks like Tycho is expanding. Wise move as MagusT is expanding. Though hopefully MagusT will push out here. Here he goes, and he could win the game right here. This engineering bay is going up probably for tech. Oh, that was cool. Just watch the mule come all the way down. And this command center is probably going to be lifted off soon and moved out. These units are going to be pushing across those fields. Those Marauders are a little bit low on health. You know, lost 20 because they stimmed and were in a fight. Or maybe they stimmed twice, because I think stim only costs 10 health. No, it does do 20 damage. Well, I thought it only did 10. Oh, well. Anyways, here comes some Marines. It only does 10 to the Marines. It does 20 to the Marauders. This pylon, he might snipe that pylon. Doubtless, we're going to see some EMPs here. He stims up. There goes the EMP. All those stalkers down the shield, and look at how fast they go down. Okay, for all of you guys in the RPG.net forum who are trash-talking Terrans, here is yet another map. Oh, EMP on the probes. Oh, no EMP on the probes. Oh, well, it would have been cool. That Marauder's going to get away with 16 health. For all you guys on the forums who are trash-talking Terrans, I hope you're watching this. Just get a couple ghosts and put him in the mix, because he's completely owning this 4 gate. Anyways, that's that. And he calls the GG and leaves the game. So Tycho loses very handily. MagusT really mops up on him with those ghosts. And all because, I think because he pulled back right here from those two Marauders. Why he pulled back, I do not know. Maybe I missed something and there was actually a much larger force in here. But why he pulled back, maybe we'll never know. But I think that cost him the game single-handedly. Also, expanding instead of massing up on units also cost him, I think, dearly. So thank you for joining me for this, and hope you'll join me for the rest of the cast from the RPG.net tournament and Game 2 of this best of 3 between MagusT and